My father's passed away, and my mother don't even know who I am today. Welcome back. We're on part 2. My mother don't even know who I am today. So when there's those things that came up from my past about my parents, I had to learn how to mother and father myself. Learn how to nurture myself. To give myself that love that my parents was not able to give me. And that's something you're going to have to learn how to do. And I feel like that's why Spirit pulled this masculine away from you. Because this is a cycle that you keep repeating. You keep repeating this cycle. You haven't learned the lesson. That it's time for you to learn how to fill your own cup. That child in you needs you to learn how to fill that cup again. And stop looking for people on the outside to fill it. This is someone who sets expectations on others to give them the love that they don't know how to give to themselves. Baby, you're going to have to learn how. You're going to have to. Because this is very toxic energy. You need to transform this energy. You feel like this cycle is repeating. This masculine did the same thing that your father did. But guess what, baby? The only reason why this is keep repeating in your life is because you never dealt with it. You still hold on to that pain of what happened when you was a child. So as long as you keep holding on to that, that's what you're going to keep putting out. It's going to keep returning. The pain from your childhood is going to keep returning. And them burdens going to always be on your back until you learn to stand up and fight back and love yourself. In this card, this 5 of Swords is different. This is someone battling their own demons. And it's time for you to do that. It's time for you to take a sword and get honest with yourself. And look at all the baggage you've been carrying throughout your life. And it's time to lay them swords down. You've been carrying this for a long time. Your heart, your mind, and your soul and your spirit has been at war for a very long time. It got you like this. Bitter, resentful, hateful. See that aura around her? That is what you put out. So what you put out is what you get back. That's why these burdens keep returning. That's why these men never stay. Because you keep attracting those same type of men. Until you learn the lesson of your father. Your father could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Until you learn the lessons of your father. That you have to balance your own self out. Learn how to love. Give generosity and reciprocity is here. You have to give it to yourself. Release those burdens of your childhood. So that you can come out of this resentful energy. You have to nurture that inner child within you. In order to transform this shit. It's time to let go of what you've had and what happened to you in your past. You are very wounded. You are very wounded, but Spirit said if you deal with it, if you process it, you can be victorious. It's not going to be easy. But now you're at a crossroads. It's time to make that decision. It's time to make that choice. Do I keep replaying Look, that is a rewind and fast forward on there. Rewind and fast forward. Do I keep replaying the same old bullshit over and over again, or do I start anew by loving my goddamn self? You got the key to change. Only you can unlock this cycle. You already got the key. It's up to you to figure out, to open up Pandora's box and go in there and fix what's broken. Because this is Pandora here. And you're going to have to go in Pandora, your own Pandora's box, and fix what's broken. Spirit's giving you the key. They set this masculine free because this is how you made this person feel. And you're okay with that? Whoever this masculine was that was in your life, this is how he felt with you. That can't make you feel good. It's time to heal. It's never good to be someone's worst nightmare. You are your own worst nightmare because you refuse to let go of what happened to you as a child. The sins of our father. You're holding on to the sins of your father, and you make every man pay for it that you meet. You look at every man as your father. And that is not who they are. And it's time to break the cycle. Break the cycle. It's time. The time is up to close out this cycle. It's okay for somebody to tell you no. It's okay to say no. This is not good energy. This is not good energy. Okay? This person that this divine masculine went to, this is someone that the Most High God, this union is put together by the Most High. Do you see how it's illuminated in the light? The Most High God put this union together. These are two soulmates. They are meant to come together this lifetime. This masculine was a teacher for you. To teach you that it's time to heal the sins of your father. Just like you was a teacher to teach this masculine that it's time to love himself. Maybe this masculine has some mother issues. Maybe that's why he missed this love and embrace of this divine feminine. All right. And I'm not coming down on you. I'm actually showing you some love right now. Maybe some people are too afraid to tell you what you need to hear. I'm not. And a lot of times we have people in our lives that see us and know we got a problem and will sit there and not say shit. And not even raise bat an eye to say, hey, look, this needs addressing. Okay? Now, I'm finna to pull something for this karmic. Divine masculine, divine feminine, y'all gonna be okay. As soon as this divine masculine heals and realize that he deserves this love. Okay? And get honest with himself and get honest with you. Once he can come to you and be honest and transparent with you, everything's gonna be fine. But for this karmic, that's the energy I'm worried about. It's too damn dark. It's too dark. So, I'm gonna get this to you. Karmic. Get another deck. They won't be getting another deck. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me get this deck. Oh shit, I kicked the light out. This is for the karmic that never healed from her father's abandonment issues. All right. All right. can feel your pain. You struggled with this for so long. I feel like you're someone that once you heal this, you'll be a very beautiful soul. But you got to heal this pain of your father. Guardian angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the pure divine white light. Those that are here for my highest good. And I'm calling upon the ancestors of this karmic and this connection with Aries. I'm asking you to give this karmic the best advice possible to help her heal from the pain of her father. To start the healing process. To help her heal that inner child. One more, okay. Thank you. Adventure. Here we go. All right. It says, to live with an open heart is to live in a perpetual state of adventure. My wisdom story. I was born into an entirely boring household. Two dreamless parents who lived lives of complacency and drudgery. Their fear of adventure planted in me an unfathomable restlessness. I had no idea what I wanted, but I hungered for more, and I wanted it now. At first, I ravaged the food on my plate. Then I hungered for liquor, women, and money. After years of filling my belly, bed, and bank account, it was time to eat up the entire world. So I set sail for distant shores, accumulating new riches and romances. I conquered entire lands and the people in them. I was manic and so consumed with the hunger of progress and the chance to explore new territories that I had no idea I was exploiting them. I had no idea that I was exploiting them. Still, it was never enough. Each new potential land, trade, or woman eventually bored me. I always wanted something in return, and I never got more than disappointment and anger. One day, disgusted with the whole world, I ripped a priceless ring off of my finger and threw it at a younger beggar in the streets. My intention was to hurt him, but when When he discovered the treasure that it was, his eyes lit up like a sun, and he looked at me with such gratitude that my heart skipped a beat. I put the experience out of my mind, but then weeks later, the boy tracked me down and brought me to his humble home to show me the relief and comfort the ring had brought to his family. I couldn't resist the power of their love. That was the day my heart became a final frontier. From then on, the more deeply I ventured into my own heart, the more I understood the magnificence of the world. I was no longer driven by a fear of boredom. I was fueled by the deep love of the unknown and the glorious world of which I was a humble part. Now I live in a constant state of adventure. Whenever I have an opportunity to give something away, I give it. There is no greater fulfillment than seeing the radiant eyes of a grateful human being. My gift to you, I come to make sure that the progress of your outer life isn't happening at the expense of your inner life. You will never solve your problems by suffering yourself with experiences, people, or objects, nor will you solve your problems by starving yourself. It is time to face the hunger inside of you with humility. Allow yourself to see and feel how you are held hostage by it, and how so many, if not all, of your actions arise out of this insatiable craving. Only then will you begin to feel and experience the freedom you truly seek. It is time to give unconditionally, for unconditionally giving is the path to freedom, joy, and boundless adventure. Look out at the horizon and ask yourself, what more can I give? Questions for contemplation. Is your life boring or lacking adventure? Do you avoid boredom at all costs by keeping busy, or forever looking for the next heightened experience? Where is your hunger insatiable? Excuse me. Yeah, that's right. Where are you starving yourself? When was the last time you felt you were on a true adventure, or experienced a sense of boundlessness? Is there an outer or inner adventure calling you now? What would you say is your heart's cutting edge? Think of a simple, random act of kindness you can do today. Do it. Journal with it. Journal what it felt like to give unconditionally. So some of y'all just need to go out and just give something away. Take something you've been holding on to for a long time. I challenge you to. Take something you've been holding on to for a long time and give it to someone in need. And see how they make you feel. Write about it. And then do it again. And then keep doing it until you open that heart up. A lot of times when you can see other people benefit off of something that you have, it opens your heart up wider. Anytime you can make a difference in somebody else's life, it makes that heart fonder. When you're so closed off and selfish, if you ever looked at the Christmas Carol, Scrooge, he didn't never give shit. He always took, and took. And he had more than anybody could ever need. Okay? When he decided to give and he saw how it helped others, when he looked outside himself in a healthy light, he saw how his giving helped others. So he started giving more to the point where he was beloved in the city instead of hated. So karmics, I challenge you to do the same today. Give something unconditionally. Without no give me backs. Just give it. And see how they make you feeling right about it. All right, peace.